Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So this past week has been very challenging for me because I got into three near-miss car accidents, and right now it's Tuesday morning. I'm having a difficult time getting myself out of the house, so I would record a quick video about my observations about this. Number one, as a reminder, every time you put that key into the ignition, you need to treat it like you're loading a weapon, or you're loading up a dangerous chemistry experiment. Maybe you're in the lab studying COVID-19. You're opening a box of live COVID-19, and you need to take your precautions. Right? You need to treat it with that kind of level of attention. You really do. It's just like that, right? Okay, with that out of the way, I'm thinking we need to raise the driving age to at least 18, if not more. Actually, in an ideal world where people had alternatives to driving, right? Unfortunately, here in Phoenix, not so much. I want to see the driving age raised to 25, really. And the reason for that, number one, there's a lot of studies that show that we really don't fully become grown until 25 in terms of our brains, right? Number one, there's that. But number two, I see a lot of young people who just don't understand the meaning of life yet, right? I can't tell you, I work with a lot of young people. I teach at Phoenix College. I used to work with even younger people at the tutoring center. I can't tell you how many of these kids could care less if something were to happen and they were to die today. They have nothing that they're worried about leaving behind. They don't have very many experiences, right? They've never experienced some real love, whether it be with themselves or with somebody else, right? To be fair, I didn't experience that until very recently too, which is why I think 25 is an appropriate driving age, because what do I mean by that? Well, you guys know my life. Right now, I'm working on an AI for the game of Gizmos. I got an art show this Saturday where I'm selling some bismuth art that I'm making. I would hate to die or get disabled and not be able to tend to that stuff, right? People who are 16, 17, 18 years old don't have those fears in their mind, right? I think I read a statistic somewhere that 1 out of 5 teenagers have attempted suicide at some point. I did it quite late. I did it when I was 23, right? But teenagers, usually, right? How can you have somebody who's not afraid of death on the road? Does that sound safe to you? I thought I would point that out, right? But short of that, every time you need to teach your kids as well. Every time they open the door and put the key into the ignition, they're loading a weapon. They're loading a chemistry experiment, right? If you have kids who are studying chemistry, you could use that analogy. They're loading a container, a petri dish full of live COVID-19 that they're just about to study. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.